So I'm going to quote our incoming council president. I am going to be brief. I'm going to be very brief. I'm going to be very, very brief. And since Councilor Humphrey has already thanked our really dedicated staff for their quality work, their dedication, and all that they do for the citizens of Newton, and as well as making our jobs easier, I'll skip that. Like Councilor Humphrey, I found this position very enjoyable, in part because, like Councilor Humphrey, I like policy. I like politics. I also want to thank Mayor Fuller, in part for breaking down some of the internal staff silos to make it possible for our staff to work better together on shared goals that the city has so that everybody's pulling in the same direction and sharing information. There are a lot of other things she did, but I'm particularly thankful that she piloted and then started to do testing before investing. We need to try things out before we throw big money at it. This is a good way to try things out first, and particularly on road safety. Rubber hits the road. I like that. I also want to thank you, my colleagues. This is not an easy position. There are hard decisions. There's hard compromises. I know it can be a lot of hard work. It can take longer than the 40 hours that you might put into your day job. And of course, we all do it for extremely high wages. And there are some hard words. But that's why skeletons don't run for office in the city of Newton. They don't have any guts. Overall, this has been a fun job, as I said. We've passed a number of good ordinances. I think we're on the right path with energy. I think we've put some good projects in some smart locations and passed zoning to make more of that possible. I think we're on the right path with parking reform, although we could do more. And I was really kind of inspired when we started working on legal marijuana sales in the city, how the usual groupings of votes kind of switched, became really interesting. So you could say we had joint support for selling joints. I do have a little advice, which I'll keep brief, very, very brief. Have courage, lead with empathy, and listen to the experts, especially the engineers.